Welcome into another one-on-one presented by Toyota. I'm with 49ers rookie safety Jaquiski Tartt. Now Jaquiski, we've gotten to know you a little bit this season, as have the faithful, but I want to give you a chance to introduce yourself to the faithful. Who are you as a player and as a safety on this 49ers team?
Who am I? I'm I'm pretty laid back on the field, but once I make a big hit or something, I kind of get the blood flowing. I'm ready to go.
Is that what you pride yourself on, laying the lumber a little bit, that hit stick?
Yeah, most definitely.
You came from Samford. When you got drafted in the second round in 2015, you were the highest drafted player ever from Samford, only the sixth player of all time. When did you think at Samford during your career that, you know what, like, yeah, I'm at a small school, but I belong, and not only belong in the NFL, but a high draft pick as well?
After my sophomore year, I had a good season my sophomore year, and from that year on, I just started focusing on my craft more and trying to get better, and hopefully, you know, in the end, I will be able to get a chance.
So you went to the Senior Bowl, you did the Combine, so what was that experience like? And then going into draft day, what were your expectations?
Me personally, I thought I was a first-round talent. It was some guys at safety that got drafted the year before, and I was like, I'm just as good as those guys. So I feel like I was a first-round talent. Then my friend Jimmy, he got drafted first round, so I was kind of excited, like, yeah, I'm definitely going first round this year. But I mean, I ended up going second. It's all a blessing.
Now we'll get to Jimmy Ward, but for you to say, okay, I think I'm a first-round talent, that's pretty remarkable, because at that point you'd only been playing football for 5 years. You didn't start playing until you were a senior in high school. One, why weren't you playing before, and then how'd you get into the game? That's incredible how late of a start you got.
I played Pop Warner football, but I stopped playing like in the 6th grade, and I started playing basketball because I was always sorry in basketball. I was like the last guy to get picked. So I started playing YMCA ball and got pretty good in basketball. So I was like, I'm gonna become a basketball player. And then my senior year, I was like, my granddad he kept telling me every year, you need to go back and play football, you need to go back and play football. I just kept brushing it off, and then he ended up passing my 10th grade year, and my senior year, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and play. And I ended up playing my senior year.
And when you're getting back into the game, you're playing safety, is there a guy, you know, past or present, that you'd watch and be like, you know what? I want to be like that guy. I want people to look at Jaquiski Tartt and think, that's who he reminds me of.
I mean, Sean Taylor, he's like one of the greatest safeties ever to play the game. I mean, just watching him, he can come down and hit, cover, he can do everything.
Fast forward now, you just got your first start of your NFL career against the St. Louis Rams in Week 8. What was that experience like? You forced a fumble. There was some good, some bad, and so what do you take away from that experience?
It was great. It was fun. I had a lot of fun out there. I mean, it was a great experience.
Did it help you that you've already played the first 7 weeks? I mean, you got a sack in Week 1 against the Vikings. When you took the field against the Rams, it wasn't like you were taking the field for the first time because you've gotten so much playing time throughout the season.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helped a lot. You know, I wasn't nervous or anything. I just went out there and it was pretty much, I wouldn't say it was like practice, but I mean, we do a lot in practice that's really tough on you, and it makes the game a whole lot easier.
You were playing behind a veteran in Antoine Bethea. And obviously the team is sad to see him go as such a big leader. It's a big opportunity for you, but what'd you learn from him? And obviously still learning from him as he's still around. And Eric Reed, having that veteran presence around in the secondary to help you learn.
Their professionalism, how they approach the game, how they look at everything. And like AB, he's always like, you just watching him, he knows the play before it's coming. So I just kind of want to pride myself on being at that level someday.
You mentioned Jimmy Ward a little bit earlier. We talked to him a few weeks ago, and he said that when you got drafted, you guys were best friends in high school. He said when you got drafted, he was more excited when you got drafted to the 49ers than when he was taken a year before. I mean, when did you realize, you know, obviously you have the excitement, you're around friends and your family, and you get the phone call that you're coming to the San Francisco 49ers, but Jimmy's there too. I mean, when did that hit you?
When I finally flew out here and I ended up going to his house, I was like, man, it was crazy. I mean, it was it was an unbelievable feeling.
And now you guys are only going to play more and more together as this young secondary continues to immerse itself in the rotation. You know, how much fun are you having getting to play side by side with him?
It's incredible, and hopefully, you know, we can keep getting better as a secondary and just move on.
You're coming home against the Falcons before your bye week. How important is this game to get back on track and to win to start the second half of the season?
Every game has been important. You know, we've been losing a lot, but hopefully this week we can get a W this week.